Oh, low 1500s, boo. Oh, it's Wheezing Toedscruel. Haven't seen that for a while. They've got their own Dragapult, which is annoying. And their Talonflame. I can't cover for everything with this. What? This is annoying. Because if I go Sneeze the Dragapult and they go, like, Talonflame anything, then that's really bad for me. Especially their own Dragapult. But if they go the Toedscruel Wheezing, then I just get slept. Although, to be fair, the Torterra... Remember, it can't Leech Seed the Toedscruel. This is really bad. And this is a very low-rated person as well, so this is even worse. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going to default to Slowbro Torterra, but I don't like this. They've got Dragapult and Golden Ghost, so I'm definitely bringing King Gambit. And then... yeah, I'm going to bring Volcarona, but I don't like it here. But I didn't like the other two either. That's a cool trainer card. Ooh. So this is U-turn Spore, I guess? I'm gonna yawn the Toedscruel. I'm gonna attempt a stockpile, which I should be able to get. Yeah, it is U-turn Spore. That was obviously choice banded. Might not necessarily be obviously choice banded, but I still suspect it is. And then they're gonna Spore my Slowbro. But they can't Spore my Torterra, which is quite nice. And hopefully the Weezing is the Specs one rather than the... oh, it's Talonflame. Oh, so I do get a Yawn into the Toedscruel. Oh no, they were going for Acid Spray, they didn't go for Spore. Okay, fair enough. But that's fine. They've got two physical attackers and Toedscruel, so the Acid Spray barely matters. So this is perfectly fine. Do I learn from last time and just straight up Scald the Talonflame to get rid of any potential Will-O-Wisp stuff? Or do I slack off to keep myself healthy? I'm going to Scald and Leech Seed the Talonflame, I think. And if they are Taunt, then oh no. Because they're obviously going to switch, and it probably should be the Dragapult. They did have Weezing, okay. So I already know all four Pokemon. And there we go, there's the Will-O-Wisp. So... the only way they break through my Torterra now is with that Weezing. And I am -1 specialist defense, so actually they can do some pretty good damage. And that actually KOs, that's good to know. Didn't actually know that. I'll take it. Now the awkward thing is I want to Terra in the face of the Weezing, but if I Terra, then suddenly Earth Power from Toedscruel is doing a lot. Which is awkward. Oh, I'm Dragapult. So I'm not going to sleep here. Huh. Interesting. Should be able to switch to King Gambit. And attempt to Leech Seed the Weezing. I don't have much into this Weezing now, do I? It's mainly the Volcarona. Yeah, it was just U-turn again. That was expected. And that's definitely banded. they didn't crit me, I'd have been able to live another one. And I'd have been able to get a Yawn and sand him into the Wheezing, and then I'd have been in a really good position. Clear Smog, okay. I gets rid of my special defense drops as well, and that wasn't Taunt. So I'm perfectly content with that. That's alright. Okay. So the King Gambit's going to go to sleep, or it's just going to take Earth Power. And it should take the Earth Power, because Toedscruel has very bad special attack. It's only 80, which is not that much. So I'm going to attempt to counter lead the Toedscruel, but I expect to be spored, and then I'll Sand Tomb the Wheezing. Yep, like so. That's fine. Now the Wheezing's trapped, so that's pretty good. Oh, they do have Flamethrower. And then they're probably Assault Vest then. Surely if you have Clear Smog and Flamethrower, you've got to be Choice Spec. No, not Choice Spec, Assault Vest. Because the ability switch moves obviously says they're not going to be Choice Specs. And to be fair, the Clear Smog would have done more if they were Choice Specs. Right, I think King Gambit's quite important for the Dragapult. So I'm going to switch back to Slowbro and Protect. Even though this is quite obvious. And probably should be an Earth Power and Flamethrower, as I'm obviously protecting. But hopefully they do Flamethrower still into the Torterra. And probably a Flamethrower. Nope, it was into the Torterra. Okay, cool. Because I should now live that. And the Wheezing is being very whittled here, which is going to turn off the Toedscruel's, or turn on the Toedscruel's Mycelium Might, I should say. Yeah, look how whittled that is. If Torterra survives this turn, I do get the KO into the Wheezing. I can't remember how much the Flamethrower did, but I'll double the Wheezing. Do I Terra Poison? I want to save the Terra for the Volcarona. I'm going to just trust my Torterra to live. It's not going to live. But no, that's fine. Something KOs the Wheezing this turn. Like, Scald will get it as well, right? Although it's Assault Vest, so probably not. Oh, Torterra, you're so clutch. My EVs are so good. Right. The burn goes not first, right? Yeah, there we go. That's very good. Now, I could go King Gambit and Terra Dark, but I don't really like that. So I'm going to go Volcarona. Terra Blast should Oko the Dragapult, right? Because Flamethrower won't Oko the Toedscruel, it'll two-shot it. Let's go for Terra Blast. Let's attempt to Sand Tomb the Toedscruel. They're probably going for Terra Blast now. But they're going for Phantom Force. Actually, no, this didn't work, did it? Because they're going for Terra Ghost. They went for Terra Dragon. They stayed as a dragon. And that means they're going for dragon attacks. Surely. And that means my Terra Fairy Volcarona is looking very, very good. Even if it goes to sleep this turn, and because it doesn't KO the Dragapult. If it KOs the Dragapult, I just straight up win. But I don't know. I don't know if it will. But Dragapult is not that bulky. At least it is usually not that bulky. Okay, they do just Dragon Darts. That's all good. Because my Torterra was kind of useless now, so that's very, very good. And this just needs to KO. Be strong, Volcarona. I haven't made you that strong, but be strong. That was strong enough. Good. Now, they've got Acid Spray, but I still should be able to break through this Toedscruel quickly enough, because Kingambit's already taken one turn of sleep, and it just takes one Kowtow Cleave and one Flamethrower, and that will do it. Like, one of each. And surely they can't break through both of these quickly enough for that to be the case. Even if it needs to be 2 Kowtow Cleaves or 2 Flamethrowers. Either way. So, Flamethrower, Kowtow Cleave. I should live this because Toedscruel is not very strong, like so. I stay asleep, fair enough. Right, I definitely still Flamethrower. Now, do I protect the Kingambit? Should do, right? If I can get it off. Or I should Sucker Punch, maybe. But then if they Spore my Kingambit... Sucker Punch be a throw. It would be if they Spore. But they've surely got to play the odds. Yes, they did play the odds. Cool. And now the game is sealed because they cannot KO my Volcarona in 2. In fact, they need to be able to KO it in 1 because... yeah, them using their terror on the Dragapult has taken away any chance they had. And there we go. There's the Wake Up, there's the Flamethrower. Cool. Torterra was clutch by surviving that. Acid Spray Dazzling. Actually, yeah, so them Clear Smogging kind of screwed them, because they never hit me with a physical move. So that was a very detrimental Clear Smog for them. And if they didn't do that, then I'd have probably lost. So, thank you kindly for the Clear Smog. At least they didn't have Strange Steam either, because we saw... Like, they have Sludge Bomb. There's no way you don't have Sludge Bomb Wheezing. So they don't have Strange Steam. Interesting. Ooh, 1600 Sky. Good. And it is the... It's called Elizabeth Brain, right? Pretty sure that's what it was. Right, let's go Sneasel Kingambit with... What was my game plan against this? I'm trying to remember what it was. It was Volcarona because they didn't have Basket Legion, and actually Volcarona's pretty good here. And then... I think it was Dragapult as my last. Like, I wouldn't normally bring Volcarona to a rain matchup, but they don't have Basket Legion, so... If the Pelipper's dealt with, Volcarona actually gets freed up quite a lot, which is quite nice. So if they lead with Pelipper, I probably should focus fire on it, just to free up my Volcarona. See if there's... Wait, it was Muddy Water on the Pelipper, at least on that version, wasn't it? It was Scarf Golden Go. I mean, assuming it stays the same, but you know. It was Scarf Golden on that version. It was no Flash Cannon on the Archaladon, they have Snarl instead. But obviously they could have changed some things, so... That is a cool trainer card. There is the Pelipper. So I should be able to just fake out Kowtow Cleave, right? Because if they trick me, I don't want to have Swords Danced, and I don't want to have Sucker Punched. So I'll just delete the Golden Go while I can. This is where they're randomly Covert Cloak on the Pelipper now. Which, to be fair, in the GC would be an entirely reasonable change. And this is surely Trick, right? No, it was just Make It Rain. They would have just let me Sucker Punch. Wow, okay. But at least the Golden Go's gone. I'll take that as a start. Shame I don't go down to my my sash on the Sneasler, but it is what it is. And they do go into our Chaladon, okay. And that means I've got a potential close combat into this Archaladon as well. But like I said, the Pelipper was the bigger issue. But I got Dragapult in the back, so actually Pelipper wouldn't be that much of an issue. And if I save my Terra, then I've still got just Terra Fairy. So I think I will just close combat and... yeah, like I said, I want to preserve the Terra Fairy if I need to, so I don't want to... But then if I Sucker Punch, it's... It means I definitely get offline attack, and they should Terra with the Archaladon anyway. So I was like debating going for Diaclaw into the Archaladon, because like you have to Terra. There's no way you don't Terra. And it was Bug, which is the standard. So yeah, this won't do too much. To be fair, that Sucker Punch did way less than I was expecting. That was a poor play from me because that was just it just had to be a Terra on the Archaladon. So we do Electroshock. And Gambit should probably live that because this is surely a bold Archaladon because of the damage it took from Sucker Punch. But they do go for Sneeze now. Okay. And it was just Tailwind. So that's not the most ideal thing for me. I'm going to go Volcarona because Dragapult would just straight up lose. Now will Flamethrower and Sucker Punch get the Archaladon? I could double protect first, but then that gives them an extra special attack boost with the Electroshock. And then that might, the +3 might be able to get my Volcarona. So I'm not going to waste time, and I am just going to attack. But I don't even know if this KOs. If they body pressed here, then I'm sad I didn't double protect to stall. And to be fair, this extra turn might be bad for my Dragapult, which can't protect. Oh, nice crit, so they're definitely in range. And they did body press, so I could have just double protected. So that's a bit annoying. But at least my Volcarona definitely KOs this Archaladon. They can't confuse me because I've got Covert Cloak. And it doesn't two-shot, which is nice. Now, what could the last be? Sinistcha, Ursaluna, and Dragonite. And they have Terrad. It is Dragonite. Okay, so they will just scale shot my my Dragapult. So I don't think there is a way out now, apart from a scale shot dodge. That's all I'm seeing now. Unless they are mono... yeah, them being mono scale shot is a chance as well. Because then I can go the Pelipper. But if they are extreme speed, then I don't have a chance still. So they need to be the scale shot Tailwind Haze set, which I think on this team they were. If I'm remembering right. Pelipper protected, okay. So, this is like, actually properly in this. Because they allowed me the Quiver Dance, which means Terra Blast should KO the Pelipper now. So now I need to decide, are they going to be the Haze set? Or are they going to be the Extreme Speed step? Well, I mean, they could be both. Like, do they Haze this turn? This is where double protecting with the King Gambit Volcarona would have worked out, because Tailwind have ended it right now and they just protect it, so then I would still be okay. Right, if they have Extreme Speed probably two-shots me. Unless I burn them. I mean, I have to protect anyway. They should haze here if they have haze. And then I'll need my Volcarona to just be able to Oko the Pelipper. Yeah, there's the haze. There wasn't much I could do about that. Although the rain's gone, do I play for Hurricane Misses? Hold on. How strong is Volcarona? Do I have time to do this? Will not be strong enough. Oh, and the Dragon Knight still has its multi-scale as well, so... I mean, I think I need a Terra Blast critical hit now. Yeah, it's not enough. They are Tailwinds, so the Dragon Knight can't hit me. So if I dodge a Hurricane, which I don't, and now regular old Weather Ball will be able to get me. So, that's a bit of a shame. That was definitely doable. Unless they go for Hurricane again and choke. Maybe it needs to be Quiver Dance there so that I live the Hurricane. Or live the Weather Ball, because they can go... Unless they still have Muddy Water and then it's still accuracy. If it is the Muddy Water version, I can still dodge. I don't know what they're debating. You just attack with Pelipper. With whatever water move / weather ball you have. Right? There's no debate here. Just attack with the Pelipper. The Dragon Knight can't do anything. What's the hold up? Just attack with your most accurate move. There we go, it did connect. Okay, fair enough. So there was definitely a chance if I dodged either the Muddy Water or the Hurricane, I would have had it. Like, they were able to win, but that's, like, I do not like Scale Shot as your only attacking move on Dragon Knight, because Terra Fairy is entirely reasonable. There's not many fairies in the format. But, like, I am not a fan of the mono Scale Shot and then Tailwind Tay set. I don't rate that at all, but it worked out well for them here. I think the only win condition there would have been, like, dodge Scale Shot, dodge Hurricane, dodge Muddy Water. Any of those would have worked. But, like, I don't know why they waited so long to click Muddy Water. It's more accurate than Hurricane. You just attack with Muddy Water. I get that, like I've said before, like, those 5 at the bottom, plus Tailwind Setter, is a very reasonable way of running this. The Killer Watcher is good against both Slowbro and Torterra, so that's not ideal. But I still want to go with it anyway. Teasler because Porygon 2, and King Gambit is still very reasonable here, I think. Cool, let's go with that. Killer Watcher puts me a little bit off the Volcarona because of Air Slash. Although Killer Watcher actually isn't that strong. And I don't think I have a way of competitiving it. And that is now a word, competitiving. Don't have any way to drop stats, do I? No, I don't think so. And that's not a cool trainer card. Well, they did go Killer Watcher. That's a bit awkward. So I definitely want to get King Gambit in here. Let's do it for here. And I'm going to Sand Tomb the Golden Go, because if they go for like Tailwind and... They shouldn't Tailwind it, there's no reason to Tailwind. But if they Terra Steel, then they'll be trapped. And then I'll be able to just Suck Punch them. But King Gambit should be fine here. Worst case is Thunderbolt and make it rain, I think. Oh, it is Thunderbolt and make it rain, okay. So they didn't air slash the Torterra. That's okay. Oh, okay. That, like, so overall, that worked out probably as best as this turn could have done. I take that back. They got a crit. And also, they didn't get the special defense drop, which would have powered up my King Gambit. So, that would have also been useful. Now, do they realise they can switch out of the Sand Tomb? I'm going to Sucker Punch the Kilowattrel and Leech Seed the Kilowattrel. Surely you don't just sacrifice your Golden Go here. Yeah, like so. I did bring Porygon 2, so I'm going to assume that Ursaluna will probably be the last one. Oh, that's a nice revenge crit. I'll take that. And do I live the Thunderbolts? I live the Air Slash. I should live, right? I don't live. Okay, so that, like, the critical hits did matter for them to KO my King Gambit, but also the critical hit did matter so that I can KO the Kilowattrel this turn. But now, I have very little into the Golden Go. But I have chipped it enough that Sand Tomb and Scald should be able to KO it. But also they have Ice Beam available. So I need to go Sneasler first. And they do have Ursaluna, okay. Do they attack with the Ursaluna? They might just Terra Ghost and attack. I'm going to fake out the Porygon 2 first. And stockpile. They attack with the Ursaluna, that's a missed opportunity from me. Okay, that's a good play from them. But this has either got to be Protect on Ursaluna or Terra Ghost attack, right? Yeah, that's fine. Like, I got a free stockpile from this, so that is... That's a positive coming out from this turn. So I'll take it. Right, I'm heavily relying on my Torterra now to be able to win the game. So I might Coaching, because you got a Terra Ghost now, right, with the Ursaluna. So I'm going to Coaching, because then that will increase the damage of the Sand Tomb into the Golden Go as well. Yeah, there's the Terra Ghost. Kind of had to be. And Dire Claw wouldn't have done anything, so wouldn't have been worth it. The fact they have Ice Beam threatening my Torterra is not good. Do I keep the Sneasler this turn? That did very reasonable damage. That also did very reasonable damage. Right. I think I close combat the Golden Go and protect, because then the Golden Go goes down. Yeah, I think that. Okay, they didn't switch, so I could have got another Coaching, or just some Dire Claw. But Golden Go's gone. Can Slowbro solo this? I'm not sure it can. Okay, there. Yeah, that's fair enough. Wasn't really a punish to that. Yeah, my Torterra is way too low to try and solo this, isn't it? I don't think I'm going to be able to break through this quickly enough. Losing the King Gambit was very, very bad for me, so I should have preserved it. Slash shouldn't have got crit. So... I'm not seeing how I beat this now. And my Slowbro will be able to 1v1 the Porygon, but not the Ursaluna helping it. Guess I can't mind. I attempt to Sand Tomb the Ursaluna for a tiny bit of chip, but it won't work. Yeah, because they're going to KO me. Now, if they throw by Trick Rooming, that can give me a chance, because then hopefully Scald can two-shot them, maybe. No, they smartly Terra Blast, and then the game is now over, because they will Facade and KO me, so that's a bit of a shame. I think that was another negative episode, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to forfeit, because I won't be able to survive the Facade. So what's that, like, three matches in a row that I've like lost, like, I don't want to say lost to a critical hit, but like taken away a winning position. I think it's fair to say that.